If you have the apple shape, these 7 items are working against you. And I'm about to tell you exactly why. It may not seem that obvious to you, but I have an apple body shape. It's very easy for me to have a protruding stomach whenever I gain any weight. So everything I'm about to tell you comes from first-hand experience. If you're petite, click here to download my free ebook, Short and Curvy Capsule Wardrobe. Stay till the end to watch the #1 unflattering item for the apple-shaped women, but so many of them are still making a mistake. As apple-shaped, we carry more weight in our upper body. A lot of us have bigger chest, we have rounded shoulders, and we have thicker shoulders as well, especially here and in the back. If you wear spaghetti straps, these are so thin. The sharp contrast is actually gonna make your upper body look even thicker. Women's chest and arm size go hand in hand together. So if you have bigger chest, that means your arms, upper arms, are gonna be bigger as well. If you wear camisole tops, it's only gonna emphasize that. Tops with wider straps are always going to be more flattering and give you more support. If you don't like the idea of sleeveless tops at all, just go with cap sleeves, short sleeves, or 3/4 sleeves. If you're wearing skinny jeans, these are going to be completely clingy to your midsection, your hips and thighs, and this is the area we don't want anybody to pay more attention to. But what you may not know, even if you're covering up this area, they are still not working for you. As an apple shape, we carry more weight in our upper body. And wearing skinny jeans, which is completely minimizing our bottom half, make the entire body silhouette look out of proportion. It's really important to choose the right leg shape for our pants and jeans that carry the right amount of volume to balance out our silhouette. And thanks for Spanx for sponsoring this part of the video. Starting with these twill wide leg pants. If you have the apple shape, wide leg pants are one of the most flattering designs. These are high-rise, 29-inch inseam. Not only it's shrinking my tummy, but also look at how it's lifting my buttocks as well. And it's making my legs look longer. Kick flare jeans look stunning in person. Petite inseam is 25. I went with the regular inseam, 27 inches, because I want to pair it with heels. And look at how this is making my legs look mile long. I love the wider waistband that is so sculpting. And in the back, hands down, my most butt-lifting pair of jeans. I love them all, but if you can only get one item, this halter jumpsuit. Because it's a one piece, it really maximizes the lengthening effect and make your entire body look 10 pounds slimmer right away, even though I'm actually just wearing flats. And the fabrics are so airy and lightweight, I did not want to take it off. Wearing petite inseam, 28.5. So head over to Spanx website, links are down below for everything I'm wearing, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Use my code for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. These are very on trend, and there are so many different designs. They can be tops, sweaters, or even dresses. But the reason these are not your best friend, there is no clear shoulder definition. The shoulder line is not sitting where it typically sits. Some of these are lower, they are dropped to your upper arms, or some of these do not even see any shoulder line at all. Because we already carry more weight in our upper body. You need shoulder definition. Without it, it's gonna make your chest and your arms look like they're connected together. And especially with those bat wing sleeves, your entire upper body is gonna look wider and bigger. So for apple-shaped women, tops or dresses with a defined shoulder adds structure for our upper body and therefore make our overall silhouette look more balanced, make us look slimmer. High-waisted dresses are really tricky for apple-shaped women, but I'm not asking you to stay away from all of them because how you tie the waist makes a whole world of difference, and I'm going to show you with this little dress I just bought from Amazon. What you don't want to do is to tie it right in the front, right in the middle. You see how these additional fabrics are creating more bulkiness on top of your already protruding stomach. So this does not work. Tie it on the side. This is looking better. The most flattering way. If you want to wear high-waisted dresses, I like them. I have some in my closet. Do it in the back. This gives you a gentle waist definition, but it doesn't emphasize your tummy. You do need to make sure the front of your dress is not too clingy to your stomach as well. Another type of tie-waisted dresses are like this. I also bought it from Amazon. When I tie up the knot, it's on the side, but most importantly, there's a little wrinkles that created by this knot. This is ruching. Ruching is the most slimming design around the tummy for apple-shaped women. So now, even though this has a knot, it's actually slimming to my stomach. Besides dresses, you should also be very careful about any belted bottoms. A lot of us have belted pants, jeans, shorts, or skirts. That's exactly the same concept. If it comes with a belt and create a big knot like this, that's a no. Instead, replace that belt with your own. The type of belted bottoms that do work is something like this. I just bought it from Loft. I really like this pair. The length, the leg shape, and especially the waist design. It comes with a belt, but it doesn't create a knot. It doesn't emphasize your stomach. So this gives me a nice waist definition, but it doesn't make my tummy look obvious. Paper bag is still very popular, even though they can look trendy. On somebody already have a bigger stomach, they can look really unflattering. These are ultra high-waisted. A typical high-waisted pants or jeans are about 10 to 12 inches in the rise. These are gonna be 2 to 3 inches higher than that because of design of the waist. So that means that these pants or jeans are gonna come up really high on your torso. A very typical apple body shape feature is shorter torso and shorter rise. So you do not want anything to come up really high because that means it's probably gonna be right under your chest. You don't want to make it look like your torso does not exist and it's your boobs and then your legs. Besides, most paperback bottoms also come with a belt, which means it's gonna create a knot like we talked about earlier. That's additional fabrics on top of your stomach and drawing more focus to your tummy. So that is a no. A lot of apple-shaped women default to these kind of dresses that go straight up and down, have no waist definition whatsoever. I could relate to why, because if we're already self-conscious about here, we probably want to default to something that's loosely fitted, thinking this is disguising everything. But the problem is, when you're not showing any waist definition, your entire body is expanded horizontally. That's gonna make you look bigger than you actually are. You don't want that. The most common question I see you asking in the comments is, Chi, I don't have much of a waist. How do I show my waist? That's where the silhouette of the dresses comes in. You need to use the shape of the dress to give you a waist definition. My go-to are the fade and flare dresses, like the one I'm wearing. You want to make sure the dress is flared out at the bottom. And that's how you can create the illusion of a smaller waist. I am so glad you're staying for this part of the video. We're gonna talk about the number 1 least flattering item for apple-shaped women, tunics. And I'm not only talking about the tunic tops a lot of women like to wear in the summer, I am also talking about the tunic sweaters. A lot of women like to pair these with leggings or skinny jeans in the winter. Neither is flattering for apple shape. They go straight up and down because they don't cinch your waist and because they're longer, they're on your thighs. So your entire upper body is gonna look like a giant rectangle shape, make you look bigger than you actually are. Besides, most women would pair a tunic top with skinny fit pants or jeans. Like we talked about earlier, if you're wearing any skinny, clingy bottoms, it emphasizes our slender legs, which are our strong suit, but in this combination, it looks out of balance because it makes you look even more top heavy. So it's really important that we choose the right length and shape for our tops. Because we carry more weight in our midsection, we want to skip anything that's too short. Because we don't want our tummy to be exposed either. The sweet spot, my favorite, is right around the belly button. For those of you who want a little longer, you can go right under your belly button and pair them with high-waisted pants because this will make sure your tummy is fully covered but also give you the leg elongating effect. For the shape, the most flattering are those tops already have a cinched waist. Not tight, but give you a waist definition from the silhouette. My favorite are peplum tops. Peplum is a very generic term. There's a lot of different lengths and different designs. You want to find something that suits your body shape. For me, this works because my chest is 34B. If you're on the skinnier side like myself, this is going to be flattering because it elongates your legs and give you a waist definition. If you happen to have a bigger chest, you probably want to skip the smocking waistband under the chest because that can take up more space and make your torso look even shorter. Wow, congratulations. I am so glad you have watched the entire video. Now you know what you should skip that doesn't look flattering on apple-shaped women. And you know what to wear instead. On my channel, I talk about how to dress for your body shape, and if you are petite, how to dress to make you look taller and leaner. So make sure you sign up for my newsletter if you haven't yet, and you're gonna receive free styling tips to your inbox every week.